My name is Lark Farlee. I'm 26 years old and I've lived in Bloomington my whole life. So I started modeling about 5 years ago now. And my first shoot, like artistic, implied and slash nude photo shoot. And that was my first introduction into modeling. It was a cool opportunity to see yourself through someone else's eyes, the camera lens, and just see how different it is. Saw the photos for the first time, I was like stunned. It was like, I was just floored that bodies are beautiful and there is a lot of beauty that's in nude photography, and like when you see yourself that way and it's done right and like artistically, it's just like magical. I was confident in myself and I felt comfortable, and it was like really the first time I realized I am comfortable with myself and my body, and like there's like a strength there, and so I just wanted to chase after that and pursue that. I had severe issues with my body. I had a lot of self-loathing, suffered from an eating disorder, like living through that and going through that. I just was trying to like give power back to myself, and like feel comfortable with my body and like start to have a relationship with myself and my body that was healthy and a good one. When I started doing modeling, I was kind of afraid that it might make those problems like worse, but it really didn't. For me, it just helped me, have a connection and have a healthy relationship with myself. And it's definitely improved my mental state and my relationship with my body and just my confidence in myself. So it takes a lot out of you. It's very takes a lot of time, first of all, depending on the types of shoots that you're doing. But also when you're just overworking yourself because you're just like, I have to do this and I need to do this, it definitely becomes something where you're struggling to find any free time. Because I was working full-time and doing modeling almost full-time at that point. And it's very exhausting because you're always like trying to seek out work and like communicating with all these photographers, and sometimes it doesn't work out. So then you have to have like backup photographers of things that you want to do. So it's really easy to get exhausted. Just to try to keep up with everything and do everything. And then when you do a shoot, sometimes it can be 4 or 5 hours long. And so then being present those whole 4 or 5 hours, so you're not wasting the photographer's time. And like when you're really in the zone and you know what the photographer wants, and then you know how to like give that back to the photographer for the shoot, you just kind of like stop thinking about it and you stop being present. Almost like an out-of-body experience where you're just kind of doing it and like watching and feeling yourself doing it, completely focused on what you're doing, that you're just kind of watching yourself do it. Or it's just like you don't even have to think about it, you just start doing it. I really enjoyed like the trash and refashion photo shoots because those are really cool, because not only are you modeling, you're doing the runway show, but then you're also working with the designer and seeing them get all excited when you get to like go on the photo set and take all those photos and model their designs is like really cool. There was one shoot I did in Lake Monroe, and working with water is just always hard. And it was in early spring, so the water was still like freezing cold. And I was out there in like a slip of the dress. We got amazing images, but it was pretty rough just like being in the lake water and freezing cold in hardly any clothes. So that one was probably one of the hardest, just like because you have to like be in the moment. You can't let them see that you're cold. I had a lot of photographers who weren't comfortable with me bringing someone, and if they weren't, I wouldn't shoot with them. I had a really scary instance with a photographer where I had gone to work with him and brought someone with me. He was like really rude and hateful to me during the shoot, and then told me that I wouldn't be welcome back to work with him unless I had to come alone in this like undefined location. So it's just like, it's really scary, and you just need to be really careful. If modeling is something you're interested in, 100% try it, see how it is, how you feel, but never, ever, ever put yourself in an unsafe position, and really listen to yourself, listen to your body, and don't ever feel like you need to be pressured into doing something. If you want to pursue it, do it. I feel like I'm an artistic person on top of modeling. I draw, do watercolor and paint, and I enjoy dancing. So being able to do modeling was just like another thing, like I could express myself in a creative way, so that was cool, yeah. Creative, I guess.